Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special series on the podcast and on MAP TV. It is Nicole here with Kayla. We're so excited to dive into a three-part series with everybody. And this series is going to be all about how we have done it and how we've seen others do it and how we know that you can do it too, is creating a truly aligned business. Are you excited, Kayla?
It's my favorite thing to talk about. So yeah, I guess you could say I'm excited. It's kind of an understatement.
Yeah. Okay. Cheers. We always like to have our
Cheers.
beverage for a call. Decaf coffee for me today.
I'm having tea from Rhonda.
Oh my gosh, this cup's from Rhonda.
Oh, we're fully fueled by Rhonda. She's so sweet.
Yeah, one of our OG clients.
Yeah, shout out to Welcome to the Garden Shop.
Yes. Okay, so today our intention is to leave everybody who's listening, who's watching, with some sort of insight into the difference between having an offer or service or a product in your business that feels heart-centered versus the ones that you may have created in the past that have come from a scarcity mindset, because there's a big difference.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and the difference is really felt. That's why I'm excited to talk about the intention that you have in your business and the feeling that backs everything you do.
Mm-hmm. And this is what we truly live by and do within our own business, is the energetics. Mm-hmm. Because we know, because we've tried a million different ways and we've failed different ways.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm grateful for those lessons and those failures, because it just keeps pushing us clearer and clearer down the right path of like, nope, that didn't work. Okay, try it this way. Okay, not quite like that. A little bit over here. And we're not perfect. And we're learning, and we love taking people along for the journey with us of this learning and growing a really big, successful business that is impacting many, many lives.
Mm-hmm. That I'm so excited to talk more about this on a bigger scale with everyone in Align Business School.
Yeah, it's going to be so great. And that's why we're offering this podcast series, because a lot of you were like, okay, I'm listening in and I know that you have this offering and I don't quite know if it's for me. And so we're like, okay, let's share a little bit about what we'll be diving into in the first few weeks of Align Business School. So the overall theme for the first part of our time together in the program is going to be creating a service, creating a product. And if you already have your creation, then perhaps it's like a refining of what you have and looking at, is the energy of what you're offering to your clients, to your customers, is it one that is in alignment? And we'll talk in a moment about what that can mean to you and what it means to us. And does it come from your heart center truly? Because our heart carries the biggest electromagnetic field in our body. It's not our mind. Mm-hmm. It's not our voice. It's not our intuition. Those all are powerful and have lots of energy, but our heart is the most magnetic. It carries the biggest magnitude. So if we are creating from that space, and I'm sure everybody can recognize when your heart wants one thing and your mind wants another, we have to learn to listen to our heart.
Mm-hmm. I think you were talking about before how if you don't have something that's already created, or if you do and you're just, tweaking it, making sure it's what you want to be delivering. From the two of us who have created and then delivered the same thing multiple times with little tweaks here and there, added bonuses, the beginning of Align Business School is your chance to say, okay, I'm going to pause the insanity and say, I'm going to dedicate this specific time to my business where I'm going to refine my offer refine or create my offer so that this is something that's coming from me easily, that's flowing out of me, that is completely aligned with what I believe in. And I can stand up and shout this from the rooftops because I believe it so much.
Yes. And like Kayla and I were chatting earlier, and we were talking about the reason we know that my aligned purpose is the business for us is because we're constantly preaching, do you have a business that fills you up? And the answer for us is always a full body yes. Does this business fill me up? 100%. It's not a depleting feeling of working in our business. It is a like, I get excited to wake up and do this work. And, we're human. I have days where I'm like, okay, I'd really rather just like go lay at the beach today. And that's not because I don't love my business. It's like, because I also enjoy laying in the sun. And luckily we get to choose that. It's like, oh, we can shift some things around and make that happen. But
Mhm.
you have a business that fills you up. And if it's not filling you up, then what the opposite that may be true is that your business or your work may be depleting you. And this is where we come across the busy, tired moms. This is where we come across the entrepreneur who has left her 9 to 5, but now she's working 80 hours on her own, trying to figure it all out. And that doesn't really carry a feeling of fulfillment to it.
Yeah, if you're feeling worse at the beginning of the day than the start of the day because you've been working in your business all day long, then definitely come to Align Business School. You need some support to revamp this situation. Our whole process, everything we always talk about and what we live, what we know to be true is that you can create a business that works for your life instead of having a business that runs your life.
Yes. Yeah. We build our businesses around our life, not our life around our business.
Yeah, there's lots of trial and error. It's never perfect. And that is the whole point of learning and growing.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kayla, do you want to touch on like what's important to us is intention setting?
Mhm.
And that does come from like a feminine lens, a feminine energy is to like be intentional, not expectational in our business. And like how this could play out with like different seasons or like, yeah. Do you want to touch on that?
Yeah, seasons or goals. Let's say you have your course you've developed and you're going to run it again, or you're just developing a course and you're going to run it for the first time. What we talk about in Align Business School, for example, would be as opposed to saying, I want 50 people to register for this, and 50 is my number, no matter what, I'm going to get 50. And then let's say you get, I don't know, 34, which is amazing, but you were so dead set on 50 that you're disappointed and that's your energy. We want to avoid making any hard stops around a number and telling the universe, I'll only accept 50. Maybe you say like 50 is my number and 100 people sign up and you spin into overwhelm. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your intention for launching this course? What is your intention for having this business? What is your intention for this season? We know that in the summer, we're coming out of spring, we're going into summer. As we do Align Business School, summer is high season. The days are long. People have tons of energy. There's lots of sunlight to go around and people are ready to go. So what's your intention to harness that?
Yeah. And I couldn't agree more of like, we are a part of nature. And
Yeah.
so we can learn to work with that, like you were just saying, Kayla, summer, the days are long. By nature, we can get up a bit earlier, we can stay up a bit later. And so how do you utilize that? Because what we do offer when fall and winter rolls around with people that are in our programs at those times of season is be gentle on yourself, end your workday a bit earlier, take a bath, read a book, because energy it's closing in and it's getting a little bit tighter, a little bit more like,
Yeah, it's conserving.
yeah, it's conserving. And so when you truly learn how to run your business with your own like cycle, whatever that means to you, or you follow the circadian rhythm, or you follow the 4 seasons or TCM 5 seasons, you're choosing something that feels in alignment to you and saying, I really groove well with this rhythm. What would happen if I took my business on this journey too? Yeah. Okay. So speaking of that, being intentional in the creation, what we have seen, and so for anybody who's listening, anybody's watching, I want you to think about if this resonates with you, if you've been there or you feel here right now, or this is a fear of yours, is we have come across people who are like, my product or my service isn't selling. And we're like, okay, what's your intention? Bringing it back to intention. What is your intention? And it's like, well, I've got my power bill this month and my heat bill is high and my insurance is up. Oh, okay. So your intention for putting this product out there has an energy of scarcity, of like, you've got to cover your own butt and get your bills paid. Do you not believe that the person on the other end receives that energy? Like, do I want to sign up for this course? What's in it for me? I'm not here to sign up for somebody's program to just pay their bills. If that's the energetic exchange isn't there. So that can be the difference of creating something that comes from a like scarcity lens or scarcity intention, or the expectation of I get 20 people in my program so that I cover all of my bills for the month. And then people wonder why it's not working out. Every month I'm trying to like do this thing or sell this course or get more products off the shelf. And then it always comes back to, can we help you craft a really powerful intention? And that's what we do when we are working with people inside of our programs. And that's why the very first few weeks of this container in Align Business School is about, how do we help you craft aligned intention for this quote unquote season of your business?
I just had a brainwave.
Okay.
As you were talking. I just wrote it down. And it's around really this first section, the creation section, being a strategic reset. If you already have a business and it's already, you're saying like, I don't know, I can't pay my bills, or I can't make this happen, or I have a product and no one's buying it. Okay, pause. Like I said before, really the frame of it is a strategic reset. If you're in your 9 to 5 and you're spending all your time there and you can't imagine going part-time, or you are part-time and you can't imagine leaving your benefits or whatever that looks like, and you need a life strategic reset, that is the creation phase. Okay, I just wrote it down.
Yes, it's so
Thank
good.
you for inspiring me all the time.
We're always in the energy of inspiring one another. And thank you to our clients who inspire us to have these conversations, to say, okay, like Kayla and I need to get on and talk about this, of like, okay, why is, person X, person Y, person Z not having momentum in their business, and person A, B, and C are? Well, if we truly start to look at what the common denominator is, it is, what is the energetics of you and you backing your business? And it's really important to know that you and your business are two separate entities. Like Kayla, you will always say when we're chatting with people and we're doing calls with them, of like, okay, Kayla's on the screen and I'm on the screen and our client's on the screen, and their business is like a fourth tile, because it carries its own energy, but it's like a baby or like a toddler or a child. You're responsible for guiding the intention of your business and the energy of your business. Because otherwise it might want to do what's always been done, which is very masculine, which is very like rigid, go, go, go. It's like old way. And that's just not how we run business around here.
Yeah. Okay. I can't wait to get so into this in Align Business School.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
So what we want is, if you're curious, you can reach out to us everywhere and anywhere. So if you are coming across this on YouTube, on our MAP TV, send us an email, connect@myalignedpurpose.com, or head over to Instagram @myalignedpurpose. There's so many different ways to get connected with us. If you're listening on the pod, all of the links are there as well. And we really here's who we want to come join us and the crew of women who are already signed up, is the person who is listening and they are so ready to take their passion project to a profitable business. We're not here to talk about creating a business that doesn't bring any money, or you're still at passion project, because that is the difference.
Yeah. And further to that, in the creation section, I am going to be supporting people with my lens of systems, in that we want to know that you're clear on what you're selling, which platform you're using, how you receive money, and you're prepared to deliver whatever you're delivering, whether it be like a product, let's say you're selling tea, or whether it be a course, or whether it be a coaching package, whatever it is, we need to be really clear on what you're bringing forward into the world and exactly how you're taking money for that. There will be no confusion around how you accept payment after week 3.
100%. And if you are brand new to us right now, if you're listening to us, watching us, and you are brand new to us, in our world, which is ever growing all of the time and expanding, Kayla is known as our systems queen. She knows it. This is how, so if you've got questions about, well, like, how do I actually collect payment? Or what is the process? Like, you get access to that inside of Align Business School. So I like that in itself is such a great perk. You know this stuff and it comes so naturally to you. And everybody who gets to work in our container gets to ask you those questions. You don't do it for them. Just like, you know, if we're coaching a soccer team, we're not out there kicking the ball for people, but we're saying like, hey, your left leg is actually your best leg and keep an eye out over here. And that's how you're going to score.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've had businesses on multiple platforms. On Squarespace, I've taken money on Square. We've had our businesses on Kajabi. We use Stripe, we use PayPal, we use plus that's just my own personal experience and what we've experienced in My Line Purpose. And then we have all of the coaching from all of the clients that have used different things like 17 Hats and Shopify and you name it. And being in the back end, when we work one-on-one with people, it's very intensive. And so being in the back end and seeing how quickly things work and what's the best platform for this or that, like we are getting into the details so that you can say, okay, world, I am selling this thing and here's exactly how you pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. So our aim, our promise to everybody who comes and joins us in Align Business School, because we've heard it asked, and so now we're delivering, is step-by-step process. Okay, you're going to create, you're going to attract, you're going to deliver. We are going to cover, okay, and then we would recommend this, and then we would recommend this. And once again, it's like a buffet. Kayla always says that, and Abraham says that. We have lots of content and we've got lots of resources, and you're going to get to decide like, this works for me right now. I'm going to take this, I'm going to leave that. Like it's all available to you.
Yeah, you are completely in choice.
Yeah. How beautiful.
Serendipitous. Okay,
so thank you everybody for tuning in to part 1 of the series. So we're going to have 2 more episodes to follow up after this one. And we would love to hear from you. Let us know what resonated, what landed. Did you learn something new? And will you be joining us? Are you claiming one of the seats before we get started officially in June? So you've got a month left.
Okay, see you inside.
Bye.